Hari Om. Let us now continue to read through these lovely verses that are dripping in Ananda, Atmananda. So we read up to verse 10 in the last capsule. Let us pick up the thread from verse 11, which reads, न मे प्रवृत्तिर्न च मे निवृत्तिः सदैकरूपस्य निरंशकस्य एकात्मको यो निबिडो निरन्तरः व्योमेव पूर्णः स कथं नु चेष्टते. For me, who am always the same and devoid of parts, there is neither engaging in work nor cessation from it. How can that which is one, concentrated, without break, and infinite like the sky, ever strive? That was verse 11. Now, verse 12 reads as follows: Punyani papani nirindriyasya nischetaso nirvikruter nirakrutehe kuto mama khanda sukhanubhutehe brute hyananvagatamidyapi shrutihi. Wonderful. How can there be merits and demerits for me, who am without organs, without mind, changeless and formless, who am the realization of bliss absolute? The Shruti also mentions this in the passage, not touched, and so on. That was verse 12. In verse 13, Adi Shankara says, Kartapi va karayitapi naham bhoktapi va bhojayitapi naham drashtapi va darshayitapi naham soham swayam jyotiranidrigatma. I neither do nor make others do any action. I neither enjoy nor make others enjoy. I neither see nor make others see. I am that self-effulgent, transcendent Atman. That was verse 13. We move on to verse 14. It says, Sarveshu bhuteshvahame samsthitah jnanatmanantarbahirashrayas san bhokta cha bhogyam swayameva sarvam yadyat prithak drishtamidantaya pura. It says, I alone reside as knowledge in all beings. being their internal and external support. I myself am the experiencer and all that is experienced. Whatever I looked upon as this or the not self previously, previously meaning before Atmajnanam. Verse 15 says, Sthuladibhava Mayi kalpita bhramad Aropita nusphuranena lokaihi Kale yatha kalpakavatsarayana Ritvadayo nishkala nirvikalpe. Such ideas as gross or subtle are erroneously imagined in me by people through the manifestation of things, superimposed, just as in the indivisible and absolute time principle, cycles, years, half years, seasons, and the like are imagined. Verse 16, Acharya says, Upadhirayati sa eva gacchati sa eva karmani karoti bhunkte sa eva jiryan mriyate sadaham kuladrivan nischala eva samsthitah. It is the upadhi, superimposed anatma, that comes. And it is that alone which goes. That again performs actions and experiences their fruits. That alone decays and dies. Whereas I ever remain firm like the Kula mountains. Verse 17, Kartrutva bhoktrutva khalatva mattata jadatva baddhatva vimuktatadayaha buddher vikalpa natu santi vastutaha swasmin pare brahmani kevale dvaye. Acharya says, the passing states of the buddhi, such as agency, experience, cunningness, drunkenness, dullness, bondage, and freedom, are never in reality in the self. The supreme Brahman, the absolute, the one without a second. Let us look at the next verse 18. It says, Avyaktadisthula paryantametad Vishvam yatra bhasamatram pratitam Vyoma prakhyam sukshmamadyantahinam Brahmadvaitam yattadevahamasmi. I am verily that Brahman, so says the student, the one without a second, which is like the sky, subtle, without beginning or end, in which the whole universe from the undifferentiated, down to the gross body, appears merely as a shadow. Verse 19 says, Sarvadharam Sarvavastu Prakasham Sarvakaram Sarvagam Sarvashunyam Nityam Shuddham Nischalam Nirvikalpam Brahmadvaitam Yattadevahamasmi. I am verily that Brahman, the one without a second, which is the support of all, which illumines all things, which has for infinite forms, is omnipresent, devoid of multiplicity, eternal, pure, unmoved, and absolute. Let's move on to the penultimate verse, verse 20. It reads, Yat pratyasta shesha maya vishesham pratyagrupam pratyayagam yamanam satyajnanantamanandarupam Brahmadvaitam yattadevahamasmi. Here the student roars and says, I am verily that Brahman, the one without a second, which transcends the endless differentiation of Maya, which is the innermost essence of all, is beyond the range of consciousness, and which is truth, knowledge, infinity, and bliss absolute. Don't we all feel this sense of ananda pervading all of us as even we read these shlokas? Beautiful shlokas with the meaning. The final verse in this series of shlokas, the student expresses his gratitude, his namaskarams to the Guru, and says, Swarajya Samrajya Vibhutiresha Bhavat Kripa Shri Mahima Prasadat Prapta Maya Shri Gurave Mahatmane Namo Namaste Stu Punar Namostu Namo Namaste Stu Punar Namostu Om. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyat Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om.